Before we talk about nature, I know some of you are already experienced, already doing meditation, and you are already aware about pyramid and all. You might have experienced a lot about pyramid and energy from pyramid and all. But we also have considering the masters who just started meditation. Considering them, I would like to also give some understanding background about the importance of pyramid. So let me give a quick understanding about pyramid and we'll jump in to talk about the nature and my life experiences. So pyramid, we all are aware that pyramid is a geometrical structure. So it is built with an angle of 51 degrees, 51 minutes. So when not only this angle, whatever we have multiple geometrical structures in this existence, different angles, circle, square, all these different angles of objects. So the significance of each and every angle is every different angle vibrates in a different frequency. So pyramid vibrates in a different frequency. Pyramid, the significance of pyramid is, see, if we are doing meditation without pyramid, if we receive 10% of energy in 30 minutes, if we are doing meditation under pyramid, we will receive 3 times more energy than when we do outside pyramid masters. So pyramid with that geometrical structure have a tendency to receive the cosmic energy from the existence and forcefully push into the downwards direction. So whenever we are sitting under pyramid, we can experience the pressure on our head. We can experience the shower of energy very easily. So that is the beauty of pyramid, and especially it should be built under that angle. So what I did is, okay, I did an experiment. You all already know that I take a meditation classes to the kids. So there are when some kids who come who already know meditation, when they come, sometimes their friends who doesn't know about meditation, sometimes they accompany them into certain classes. So what I do is I will make them sit under pyramid. So I ask them a feedback like, how do you feel sitting under this one? They just sit and they say, Auntie, I don't know, I feel some pressure on my head. So then I realize that it's not that you should be a meditator to experience the energy. Though you do meditation, though you don't do meditation, even you sit normally, your body will be recharging with an efficient amount of energy within a no time masters. So when I learned about pyramids, let me show you how do a pyramid look like. It looks like this. So this is a pyramid built in a 51 degrees, 51 minutes angle. And we have many larger pyramids. Pyramids are built in a different sizes. Based on the size, you will easily experience the energy flow. If you are sitting under a big pyramid, like 2 by 2 size of pyramid, or even bigger than that, or if your room is built with a pyramid, you will experience even more energy in that space. So for a pyramid, we have 2 sections, we call it as. So I'll tell you why I'm telling about the sections also. So you can experiment that way. So this base section is called as Queen Chamber. And the the upper part of this section is called as King Chamber. So the beauty of pyramid is how much ever you go closer to the apex. This is called apex. How much ever you go closer to the apex, you will experience more and more intensity of energy flow. So if you want to experiment or experience that, there are many pyramids built in India. Any state you go, there could be at least one pyramid center there, where that center was built with a pyramid with this certain angle. So in that pyramid center, I'll also say you can go and experience the essence of pyramid in Kartal. In Hyderabad, there is a Kartal pyramid, where in that pyramid, almost 6 to 7,000 people can sit at a time and meditate. So in that Kartal pyramid, they have built a queen's chamber. They built a pillar, and they built a seating area which is close to the apex, and they put a staircases where you can you can climb onto that, and you can sit in the king's chamber and you can meditate. Then you will easily identify the intensity of energy flow sitting in the king's chamber. You don't need to meditate, just sit. You will start vibrating with that energy frequency. You can feel your feet vibrating with that energy. So, what we do at our homes, we will not only use the pyramid, we will sometimes, some people, if they want to spread the pyramid energy across the house. So, what they do, they will hang the crystal at the apex of the pyramid. The beauty of hanging the crystal at the apex of the pyramid is crystal will even multiply more the inflow of energy, and it distribute across the area of that pyramid. So without crystal, the energy flow will be perpendicular. With the crystal, it will be able to distribute the energy across the area wherever it is located. So having pyramids hanging in our house, it will not only help you energize, it will also neutralize the frequency of the energy in our houses, masters. So you will notice that difference. Go to the masters who do meditate, and also they have pyramids in their houses. Go visit their houses. You will definitely see the difference of that, peace in their house. Because every time, as we discussed in our previous sessions, every time we change our emotions in our body, we will start vibrating into that frequencies, right? Whenever we vibrate in that frequency, if you are in an anger, okay, if it is a weekend, that is your cleaning day, and you don't like to clean, so what will be the state of emotion? With what state of emotion you will be in is either disagreement, or dislike, or anger, or certain kind of frequency starts flowing into your body. When you are in that kind of emotion, you will start vibrating in those lower frequencies. So when you are vibrating in that frequency, you go try to clean your house. Everywhere you touch, every object you touch, will those objects, those corners will start vibrating in your frequency. So we are spreading our frequency, disturbed frequencies, across every corner of the house. Now let us see kids. Okay, kids are the very good receptors. They always be in open mind state, right? So they are like a sponge. So when kids enter, when they start touching those objects, going to those corners, spending some time in those corners, automatically that frequency start influencing onto their body. Their mood start changing into that frequency. I talked about the food, how to cook, when we are talking about the being in presence. So whenever we are cooking the food, with consciousness, with love, then when we are cooking the food, preparing the food with love, in a thought that, oh my, I have to cook a very delicious food. My family should enjoy this food today. So when you are in that state of mind, you are cooking with a lot of love. So all your love energies will go into that food. So whenever your kids or your husband or your wife, whenever they are having that food, whatever the state of mind they are in, though they are in an anger state or a disturbed state or whatever state they are in, they will start transforming into that love frequency. Because as we already learned, whatever the things touch your body, whatever the things goes into your body, the food, the things which goes into your body will impact more than the things touch your body, masters. Because when it goes into your system, you will become that one. You will start vibrating into that frequency. So see, we don't like, not everyone will be in that same frequency. If I am meditating, if I am vibrating in a 475 hertz of frequency, if my child is a cranky kid, always get angry, then we all are different. If my husband is in a stress or going through anything, if he will be vibrating in a different frequency, we all are throwing different frequencies in our houses at different corners, right? So how pyramid plays a role is, it will dominate that energy frequencies, because pyramid vibrates in a very high frequency. So it will influence the energy vibrations in our house, and it will start to transform all the corners, vibrate into that higher frequencies. That is why, whatever the houses you visit having a pyramid, or whatever the houses you visit having a meditators in that house, you will by default experience some kind of peace, calm, and joy in that particular areas. Because and every object will be vibrating in that frequency, masters. So we meditating in the house, we all have a question that, I am meditating. How can I bring transformation in my house? How can I bring transformation in my children, my family? Don't worry. When you are vibrating in a higher frequency, you are nothing but a pyramid. You are a walking pyramid into every corner of your house. So you are, again, like whatever the frequency the house is in, you will bring that frequency back into that neutral state, masters. And when you are sleeping with a kid, or when you are sleeping with a partner, what happens? Do you know the secret? Did I say I don't know? I don't recall, because I take many classes. I don't know what concepts I told to in which classes. So one beautiful secret, when we are filled with energy, whomever we sleep with, overnight, we will share our energy to that person too. So when our energy goes into that person, see, if you eat mango, or if you eat sapota, sapota, right? When you're eating sapota, what you get? You get vitamin E, more of vitamin E, right? Because you are receiving the quality of that particular fruit into your body. So when you are sharing your energy into another person, they will not only start vibrating into that frequency, at the same time, they start receiving your qualities into them. Slowly, gradually, they start thinking in the same thought process what you are in. If you are a very positive person, slowly, gradually, as every day your energy flows into that person, it can be your kid, it can be your partner, whoever, it can be your friend. Automatically, they start thinking in the way you are. So that's how energy transfers happens during night. So we don't need to go speak to the person. We don't need to enforce someone to do meditation and all. Your presence is more than enough to bring transformation into anyone. Osho Rajneesh, you might all have been known about this one of enlightened person, Osho Rajneesh. He always say, "Tera maujud hi kafi hai." He says, wherever you are, your presence is more than enough. It brings a transformation in that place, masters. I might have told you in my previous sessions. My friends, when I invite them to my home, sometimes when they are in hurry, they have only few minutes to spend with me. They say, I will sit in the porch. I will not come to your house. Because they say, what did you do? What do you do in your house, Prathima? If we come, we don't even feel like going there. Whatever state we are in, when they enter into my house, they start letting out all their emotions, their disturbed thoughts, everything. It comes, without any control. And they throw everything out, and then they go into that state of peace. This is like we just reset ourselves and go. Why? Because there are people living in my house, from my husband, my child, who is 11 years old now. He does meditation since like in his very tender age. And I do meditation. So we all are vibrating in that higher frequency. Then automatically when a person enters, they could easily perceive that difference. The hungry person will experience easily the effect of energy, because when they are lacking energy, when they eat food, when they are full with the food, then they can easily identify that, okay, I have become energized now, I am ready to do something. So the same way, a body, a human body with less energy enters into high frequency houses, they can easily identify the difference of them recharging and going out. So masters, you don't need to enforce anyone in your family. You don't need to educate them. You becoming more and more energized, you becoming as an energy ball, they will definitely see that difference of your influence onto them. You can do a lot with the silence, your presence, masters. So like how pyramid does. So when I learned about pyramid, I did a lot of experiments on pyramid. So what did I do is, people said me pyramids, like how, as I said, pyramid, just having pyramid at a place will keep on showering the energy into that particular place. Then I thought like, okay, fine, let me experiment. I was a 15 years old kid. I used to do like, I used to have lot of, I just stepped into, I'm done with my 10th grade. I stepped into my 11th grade. I have so many exams, so much to study. So I noticed me be losing a lot of energy because I am in a hostel. I have to do all my chores. I have to study. And at that time of generation, parents have a lot of expectations about us. We are investing a lot of money. You are being comfortably left in the hostel, and you have to achieve something and come home, right? So I am more a night person. I'm not an early morning person at that time, not now. So I love to read a lot in the late hours because it will be very quiet. So, but did you ever notice, whenever it crosses 11 p.m., so you start experiencing the downfall of energy from your body. So, but still me being awakened during the nights, I used to see that I used to find much difficult to read because my energy is getting downfall. Then I thought, okay, I know about pyramid. Let me experiment now. So what I used to do, I used to wear a pyramid cap and I used to read book. So the beautiful thing, what I realized is how much ever I am awakened all the night. It can be 1, 2, 3 a.m. It doesn't matter how much ever I am expending energy by reading. I am more than that. I am recharging myself. I could, after, it is a time for me to go to bed. I could still feel my, fluffy hands, the energy in the body. I could feel me being more and more conscious because of the energy. Then what I did, okay, now I know energy consistently, pyramid consistently release the energy wherever it is. Now what I did, okay, whenever I'm watching TV, I grabbed a pyramid, put it on my head, and I was watching the TV. I noticed while I'm watching TV, watching anything, I used to feel that my energy being sucked. So what I did, okay, let me experiment. Will I lose more energy or will I get more benefited? So I'm not meditating, but I put pyramid on my head and I was watching. Then I see after I'm done, I could still feel that my body is still recharging but not losing energy. So then I thought, like, wow, I got a beautiful weapon. I can recharge when I am down. I can, best use of recharging myself within a short span of time. So one more experiment I have done. These are all my real life experiments. So one more experiment, what I've done is my child. Kids are very practical. They don't fall for any kind of myths and stories or any kind of thing. So they always want to touch and feel and experience, right? That is when they realize the fact. So one day my son came to me. I think he was around 6 years old. So he came to me saying that, Mama, I'm getting lot of stomach pain. And he fell on the bed. He was just moving here, rolling here and there. Like I could see a small rat struggling for something. So I told him that, okay, Nana, every time you get this kind of pain or anything, what mama do? Mama go grab a syrup or feed you that, right? So now mama always talk about pyramid healing and all, right? Now you are a matured kid. You're not a 2 years old baby. Now you're 6 years old kid. So shall we experiment on pyramid? Will it really work? Because at that time, my kid was doing a vigorous meditation. He was doing meditation every day for 1 hour. Sometimes when he go into that state of mind, he was sitting for 2 hours and 3 hours. Like he sits still. There is no movement in the body. So he know the flow. He know that sense of energy. He know the flow of energy. So I thought this is the right time to educate my child, introduce more and more equipments to leverage in his daily life. So what I told, shall we experiment? Then he was like, okay, Kana, if you want to experience the energy of pyramid, it should be stable. It should not wobble. Okay. Wherever you keep pyramid stable, then only you will start experiencing the energy flow. So I told him, how much ever the pain is, just keep your body straight and put it on your stomach. And we turn on the timer. We were watching the time, calculating how for this intensity of suffering, how much time a pyramid could take. So it took 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, his pain was subsided. So how crazy kids are. Once the pain is gone, they'll throw the pyramid, they go away. So he left the pyramid, he went. Then my inner feeling, my intuition was saying me that no, it just subsided. It didn't heal completely from the traces, from the root, Prathima. Let him continue. But he was like, no, Mama, I'm feeling better. Let me go. I thought like, okay, that's okay. I don't need to force. Everything should be practically experienced. I let him go. After 2 minutes, he again came to me saying, Mama, I didn't go. I'm still getting pain. Then I said, okay, now sleep. Let's put a timer on. And we waited within 10 minutes. It took complete 10 minutes to heal it from the root. So overall, he realized, okay, 15 minutes it took for him to 5 minutes to subside the pain, 10 minutes to completely cleanse from the root. Because pyramid acts most faster, right? So that's when he realized the importance of pyramid. So now you see, now there is a rule in our house. We have a nice pyramid center. So there is a rule in our house. Whenever you enter into that pyramid center, no gadgets are allowed. Because gadgets vibrate in a different frequency, it will influence on the pyramid frequency. So you will see the disturbance in that rooms. So I want some place where whenever you are disturbed, whenever you are lacking energy, there should be one refreshment place in your house where you can go, take a shower of energy, rejuvenate and come back. No gadget, and we don't talk in that room. It's a completely silent room. My child, even though he was a small kid, he still respect that. Because why he respect? Why my husband respect? Because they now experience the influence of energy in our life. So masters, if you want to put an energy pyramid in your house, that's okay. If you cannot, if it is a two-room house, I cannot, that's okay. But if there is an opportunity, please make it like a refreshment room where it should be like an energy shower room. Like how we go to bathroom to shower and cleanse our everything from our aura negativity, this is a place which will bring back the frequency into that high frequency. Sometimes when my kid is sick, I'll tell, just go sleep. I don't need to tell, he'll just go sleep under the pyramid. He nicely sleep and come back, says, I'm feeling rejuvenated. And not only that, during the COVID time, we had a lockdown. I know I told it in many sessions, but please forgive me, the experienced people who learned a lot multiple times from me. But during the COVID time, when when they announced the lockdown, when we had an opportunity to go grab more than a week kind of groceries, then we were living in a small apartment and our fridge was not sufficient to hold that many vegetables. So then I told my husband and my son, why don't we experiment if pyramid can hold our fruits for a long time or vegetables for a long time? Tomatoes will get ripe very fast, right? They are very tender. They get influenced by the external temperature, right? So I had at that time I had so many 2 by 2 pyramids. So I put all the tomatoes and all the vegetables and pineapple, everything under the pyramid. And we were counting. We were seeing how many days it will be as fresh as from the day one, as crispy as like day one. It was like almost more than 25 days. It was as crispy as the day one masters, the tomatoes. And after that, I took it outside the pyramid. I put few tomatoes. I put it outside away from the pyramid and I noticed it sustained for more than 5 to 10 days. It didn't lose that crispiness because energy, pyramids, that is why they used to save bodies in the ancient days. They used to save bodies under pyramid. Pyramid will reduce the cell decay, the span of cell decay. Because wherever there is no energy, the cells start getting dead very faster instance. If you are with full of energy, your cell decaying span will be more. Like you cannot, like it will take a lot of time to decay your cells. Cell decaying will be very slow. So that is the beauty of pyramid, having pyramid. I want all of you to experiment using pyramids. You can also do that, put a tomato under pyramid and start, put one tomato outside pyramid, one tomato under pyramid and see which tomato will sustain for long. The outside pyramid tomato should be very much far away from pyramid. And the tomato, if you are putting tomato or water under pyramid, make sure you don't move pyramid here and there. It should be stable, and it should be left at that same position and that same place. That is when the energy flow will be consistent and start working on the water. So you can experiment that and see on the pyramid, or you, whenever we are sick, or whenever we feel very much low emotionally or mentally or energy point of view, whenever we are low, you can also energize your water overnight and consume that. So whatever goes into your body will influence a lot than whatever touch outside your body, masters. So you can also experiment that too. So this is all about the beauty of pyramids. Um, so if, whenever you get an opportunity, go to India, please go visit the meditation centers and meditate there, or spend overnight there, sleeping there, and see how much you see a difference in yourself. So I think you all are aware that we are also getting a pyramid in Dallas. So much gratitude to all Dallas masters, giving all of us an experience of pyramid. You don't need to go to, Egypt, or, visit India. You already have pyramids available. The pyramid is going to be available in Dallas. So it's a great opportunity. You can take your kids and you can go visit the pyramids, make best use of it. So this is all about pyramid. Coming to, I think we are almost end of the session, but I'll grab a 5 minutes to give a quick introduction about plants, and we will start utilizing, continue the session about the plants. And I will share you all of my wonderful experience about plants and animals, which gave me a lot of realization about the importance of plants, masters. So plants, so for kids, please share these knowledge like to kids also. So whenever I take a session about plants and the life in plants to the kids, and from them the feedback I learned, I heard from the kids that, from and even from the parents, that, Madam, every time for our kids, the plants was like a decorative thing in our house. But when they started realizing, experiencing the life in that plants, now they are seeing the plants as the beings, living beings around us. So masters, we especially in America, we have a habit of putting lot of plant pots in our houses. That's a great opportunity for all of us to experience the universal energy in our houses, masters. And believe we are not living, we think that it is like, for me, I have one kid, okay, I don't ever feel that in my house it is like three people living. There are many beings living in our house, many lives living in our house along with us. When you start experiencing their life, then you will know how to connect with them, how to make the best use of plants. So plants are, the beauty of plants are, they are the receptors, and they are also the givers masters. So plants are the mediator to Mother Earth and the universe. They acts like a mediator between the Mother Earth and the universe. So you go, whenever you are, I want you all to experiment this. So whenever you are sick, or whenever you are going through a lot of mental trauma or emotional trauma or any kind of disturbance, with any unexpected situations, if you are going through a lot that particular day, if you want to come out of that disturbance, I'll tell you a technique. Just go experiment and let me know. Go to a tree and hug the tree and just stay there for 5 minutes. Just, you know, Connect to the tree. Like, don't think or imagine like I'm connecting. No, just hold it and just feel it and just stay there for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, how much ever you feel like. And you will see when you come out of that tree, away from that tree, you will see that all your sickness has been absorbed by that tree. Trees have a tendency to absorb all the negativity from us, absorb all the sickness from us. It has a tendency, which we call it as like earthing. It will receive all the disturbance energies from us, and it will do an earthing into Mother Earth through her roots. And while it is receiving all the disturbance and unwanted energies from our body, at the same time, parallelly, it will push the universal energy into your body, because trees will always be consistently receiving the cosmic energy from the universe. It is very well tuned into the universe masters. We sometimes disconnect from the universe when we are in mind, when we are not in presence, but trees are always connected to the universe. So it will recharge our body, and at the same time, it will take out all the unnecessary, unwanted things from our body. I definitely want all of you to experiment that during your challenging days. And if your child feeling sick, please allow them to go hug the tree. If you are feeling uncomfortable to do at your house, we have very much open place, like so many forests we are surrounded around, like we have around us, right? Go to the place, and wherever you feel you are alone, you can try experiment those things, and definitely let me know if it is working. And I always tell kids, I did this experiment. So that is why I always encourage kids to experiment and let me know. One day, it was a very hot day, but we do, like, we have a tendency. My husband is a national basketball player, so he always wanted to be outdoors, and he always loved to do a lot of activities outside, and he is especially very much connected to nature. When we goes into the nature, he is like too much into the nature person. So he always encourage us to go out, though it is a hot day or cold day, he loved to take us out. So that day we forgot to carry the water, and my son was still young. He was not 11 years, he was around like 8 years, somewhere around. So we went too far, and then we realized we forgot water bottle. With that heat, my son was got exhausted, and he was like, I can't walk anymore. Okay, even if we want to return back, our house is like many miles out. We want to walk all the way. So my intuition, I know, like whenever I have a tendency to perceive the energy of everything around me. So I know the energy and importance of the trees too. So that day, I told my son, please do something, whatever I say. Okay, then he was like, okay. Then I told, go up the tree for complete 3 minutes. Don't at all leave the tree. 3 minutes, complete 3 minutes, hug the tree, and then you tell me how you are feeling. Then he was like, okay, mama. Because he was in helpless state. There was a huge tree. He was hugging that tree. And after 3 minutes, we told like, okay, let's go. There is a water place nearby. Let's go there. And when we are walking under that sun, that open, like on the road, he was telling, Mama, I'm feeling the cold air around me, because that tree sucked all the heat in his body. When he was breathing out that heat. when he was exhausted. After hugging the tree for 3 minutes, his breath was changed into the cold breath. And whenever your body is that cold, while you are walking, though that, see, when you put the ice in your mouth and when you walk under, outside, when it is a hot sun, when you're walking outside, still, whatever the heat air touches you, you still feel that cold air, right? The same way, he was feeling that cold. And then I told, yeah, if there is a water nearby, you can experiment this also. There is a pond. I told him there was a bridge kind of thing. I told him, let's sit on the edge. Let's put our feet in the water and just spend some time in the water and tell me, do you still feel thirsty? Then he said, no, I don't feel thirsty. I feel like I'm satisfied. Because all your from the pores of your feet and hands are the important things in our body. All the organs, nerves, whatever the nerves connected to all parts of our organs are connected to this palm and your feet masters. When you soak your feet, whatever the humidity, the hydration your body needed, it will receive from your feet. All organs will receive the required energy and hydration from your feet. Experiment that. So then he was calmed down and he was strong enough, stable enough to walk all the way to home. And not only it's about the experimenting, I enjoyed that realization and excitement in him. So, masters, we think that we are lagging many things, go to the tablets and make ourselves close to medication. But please realize there are plenty of opportunities around us where you can utilize with a free of cost and they don't have any kind of negative impact on our body. When I read about, I will definitely hold this, suspense so that, you will join the next session. So when I read about Untold Story of Sita, I want every one of you to read that. You all will know the secret of these plants around us. With her book, I learned many more secrets. I experimented many more things, and I will definitely tell you how I communicate with plants in my real life. What are the things I benefited out of my experience? How all my entire community realized the fact how they are doing it today, how I communicate with animals, how mutually we live together. I want all of us to know that we are living in America. We are very, very much fortunate that we have an opportunity to live with nature. We have plants. We have an opportunity to live with animals parallelly. So we please make the best use of reading those books after reading because I was, as I told, I am not a huge book reader. I always wanted to experience the life first, really, practically. Then I want to go check if I am correct. I want to go visit, read the books to check if I am doing it correct. Whatever I'm experiencing, is it true or not? Those I will verify by reading books. So books are my greatest gurus, helpers, supporters, telling me always that Prathima, you are doing correct. And always, this happens every time in my life. Whenever I'm experimenting something, whenever I have any questions, whenever I'm desperate, so wherever I have my answers, those books some or other way come to me. Either like an advertisement, or either as a gift from anyone. So when I read them, I get all the answers from there, like my verifications. So I learned the importance of Ayurveda from Untold Story of Sita. Let's learn how Sita used to use these plants, and what all the things she learned leveraging these plants, how I learned, I use plants in my life in our next topic.